to the United States of America.
The decision to accept these Afrikaners as refugees comes as the US President Donald Trump has halted nearly all migrant asylum claims. The Trump administration has blocked mostly non-white refugee admissions from the rest of the world, but in February offered to resettle Afrikaners, saying they faced discrimination. Afrikaners are the descendants of mostly Dutch settlers here in South Africa. The Trump administration accuses the ANC-led South African government of persecution and seizing land from members of the group without compensation, something Pretoria has repeatedly denied. The government acknowledges that the country has problems, but it says no one ethnic group is protected from them over others.
There is no persecution of people of any race. Afrikaans people and the language continues to enjoy great prominence in South Africa. There are Afrikaans people, for example, who are in the judiciary, in the political landscape. They get to exercise their right to vote. They get to interact with citizens like any other citizens do. Yes, whilst we do see high rates of crime in South Africa, these crimes affect all citizens alike, not just white South Africans, not just any other race of South Africans. But in the majority, what we do see, because of the population size that we have, is that these crimes disproportionately affect Black people.
What the Trump administration have decided is to blacken the name of South Africa, to start spreading lies about how we treat our certain sectors within our society, making up lies about the fact that we are discussing nuclear weapons and nuclear technology with Iran, and so on and so forth. So it is to create a bad South Africa so that you can then justify why you must attack it.
South African President Cyril Ramaphosa is due to meet Donald Trump next week in what's expected to be a very tense encounter.
I don't think that Pretoria must be under any illusion that when they go into the Oval Office, that there's going to somehow be hugs and kisses and let's go back to the old relationship that we've had. It's going to be hostile. And I think Trump is going to want to, in front of Ramaphosa, justify why he is doing these things and so on.
This issue has been a daily talking point here in South Africa. The move by the American president to grant Afrikaners from South Africa a refugee status has proven to be quite unpopular amongst ordinary South Africans.
Financially and economically, comparing living in South Africa and living in America, they're going to struggle. So for them to take the notions and negative aspirations that have been put out there, it's going to really hit them hard. So what they'll probably be facing is that they can't live the same standard of living in America as they did in South Africa.
The thing is, and this is what we should be more concerned about, whether they've gone and whether they come back is not a big deal in the bigger scheme of things in South Africa. We have got more issues and more problems than worrying about 49 people going to the United States. At the end of the day, let's fix our issues. Let's fix our problems. And let small things like that go away into the distance and let's forget about it.
I think because of the economic stage and they can't afford their life anymore and the freebies that they were getting, and now they're just taking advantage and going to the US.
I think the cowards, they can't stand what we went through, so they're running away, basically.
I don't think they should be allowed to come back. If they come back, will they be safe now? What will be the reasons for them to come back? And then I don't think we should allow people that are racist like them to come back to this country.
Would Afrikaners who left as so-called refugees be welcome to come back home should they wish to do so? Here's what the government had to say.
Yes, they have a right to return, and they're not deprived of their citizenship. Seeking refugee in another status, in another country, does not deprive you of your citizenship.
President Cyril Ramaphosa has called the group of 49 white South Africans who have moved to the US, quote, cowards, adding that he expects them to return very soon. Yudisa Njamela for CGTN in Johannesburg, South Africa.